So moving up a step and going to more expensive territories is where you start using recorders like these. This is a Tascam DR60D. This is specifically released recently. It's quite popular, designed for DSLRs particularly. And this is a Tascam 100 Mark II. Now, these things actually record sound onto their SD cards inside them, as well as allowing you to record onto the camera as well. My issue with these, I've used both, and the reason I've in the end plumped for the Juice Link Riggy Assist one, although these look really nice, and they are nice, they're great, they give great quality sound, and they've got a lot of features. The biggest thing with all these, by the way, is that you can record more than one channel, and you can record from the balanced type of connection. These ones there, these professional types. So you've got, basically the connections are rock solid, whereas you can get the small mini jack ones can often pull out. These are really good connections. And again, most professional type mics, even like an NTG2, you'll see here, this particular one, that would have that type of connection as well, a balanced connection. Now it doesn't mean that you can't use mics like the Rode for these, because there's normally a mini jack socket. Here there's one in line 3 and 4. You can just put on a connector onto, say, the Rode, and it will also plug into those balance sockets as well. Now the nice thing about these, well, apart from having a load of different ways of having different mics connected all at once, which is great, is you can also monitor audio. There's always see here, a headphone socket, so you can actually easily monitor audio with a pair of headphones on both of them. So that's nice and easy to do. And you also have the connection out to the camera as well, which is normally one of these mini jack connections. The issue I have kind of with these is how you mount them on your camera. Now the DSLRs are kind of nice because they're relatively small, even with things like the battery grip and that. They're relatively small compared to traditional quality video cameras, big ones. And I mean, for example, the Tascam unit here, good as it is you probably see there, it's pretty well almost the same size as the camera, the body of the camera. So to position it, it's quite hard to put it off the hot shoe on the top. I mean, it could be possible to put it on top, but that you're then getting rid of a space there for a mic or a light or something. So probably the best way, and it has got a connection on top, on the top there, is to simply put it underneath into the tripod hole. Now granted, it's a bit exaggerated here because I've got the battery grip on, but on the other hand, you know, you're going to be wanting a battery grip to film for any duration anyway, so you're going to have then got something like this, which is a little bit, maybe a little bit more unwieldy, and then that will go on underneath there. So that's their unit fitted onto a tripod there, as you can see. So it's not terrible, it just makes it very high, the sort of unit. I don't know, you're going to need then another couple of connections to put on your mics, etc. There's a lot of good things about it, and in fact you can mix tracks as well. So I think it's a good unit. For myself though, it's probably a little bit over complex and doesn't last quite long enough, the battery, to make it worth my while using it an awful lot. And I now use the Riggy Assist. Similarly with the Tascam, these type of ones, these are handy because unlike this one, this actually has a bit like the Zoom 1, this has inbuilt microphones as well, so you can actually record ambient noise, you can record with it. That's the Tascam DR100 Mark II. It's pretty good. As I said, it's got the issue I have again with it, although it does have a mounting point, you're going to find it hard to mount it. You're going to have to use an arm or something, an articulated arm, to mount it. So it's kind of handy. Probably my own preference would be something like the Zoom H1, which I could just put in my pocket and use as a lapel mic, a lavalier mic, rather than something as big as this. My favourite rig of all, or my favourite sound system of all, is this Riggy Assist Series Juice Link box. Now, just to quickly explain to you, this is a preamp basically. It boosts the sound, it cleans the sound, and it allows you to connect up to 3 different mics there using the balanced connection. And you have headphones out, so you can monitor your sound as you're recording, which is great. And although this is on the 5D Mark III, this is useful on the 650D in that it has the headphone monitoring as well. Because on the 5D Mark III, it has already a headphone socket as well, so you can hear the sound going into the camera. say something like a Tascam, it's around about half the depth, which to me makes a huge difference. It's also relatively easy to understand. Unlike the Tascam, it doesn't provide separate recording onto the unit, it's just a preamp. On the other hand, the sound quality is very good and you get excellent quality on the camera anyway, recording. My opinion therefore is that it's, for me, a little bit preferable just because it's easier. I find it much easier. It's also takes a 9-volt rechargeable battery here, as a standard one, and it lasts a good long time. It lasts several hours on one of those. The other thing I like about it, I like the Juice Link because they're very easy to see. They're nice and bright, and you can see here the monitoring, the meter there shows you it's going up and down. It also shows you low battery, and that goes low. So overall, I like it. Nice, easy to use controls on it, and as I said, you can record up to 3 mics using this system onto the camera. So here, what I've done is I've bought the additional bracket here, you might see it, which allows you to mount. I've just put some of these flash mounts. They're quick release mounts basically, where you can just literally stick on your. This is a receiver for as you can see, a Sennheiser wireless lapel mic, and you can just literally put them on. I could put a couple onto here, so I could have a couple of them, or maybe a Rode mic on top. Still got my hot shoe here for maybe a light. What I would tend to do is, after taking off this mics, for example, taking out the cables, switching my camera off, switching the unit off, kind of my camera unit, and I would just put that in my bag, and I would just then take it out. It's already got my quick release plate on top, and I would literally just put it on my tripod, stick my receiver unit on, switch on, and I'm ready to go. And that's what I like. I like that. I like the whole idea with the DSLR. It's easy, it's compact, and it's quick to use.
I hope you can see from the video that you can achieve very good quality audio even from budget equipment. The advantage of the more expensive gear is basically it gives you extra features, such as extra connections for more mics. It allows you extra options in monitoring. You can attach to all those systems headphones, as well as have meters to read the levels in your audio. There are a lot of extra features as well, which I didn't go into, which you don't get with the basic systems. They also tend to be more rugged and more durable, and probably more reliable than the budget gear. So it depends what your own needs are, and I hope that you found something in these videos of use for your own filming. Thanks for watching.